makapangyarihan at maawain naming Diyos, inaalay namin ng buong puso, isip at kaluluwa ang aming mga panalangin, kaisipan, wika, gawa, kaanib ang kamahal-mahalang puso ni Jesus, lalong-lalo na sa panahong ito ng bagong normal.
Sumasampalataya po kami sa iyo, Panginoon, na ikaw ay makapangyarihan sa lahat. Lubos po ang aming pasasalamat na walang anumang banta at panganib sa aming mga buhay, maging ito man ay malulubhang karamdaman o kalamidad na makapipinsala sa amin.
A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Allah, penginamir ka abgi kaming ka sa beger. Aku mapia apa mikiranan sagi abkap kataling umaabag wabtad. Ya Allah, penginamir ka apa kali disa kaming ka kulangwan apa makataling mga murala. Aku turun kar kami sumapia na aku abgi kaming ka sa katao ilmu ami pangandawa mi sa iko mga muritami. Apakanggir kami aguna sa dunya na sampay sa alungan amawri. Amin, Ya Allah.
Ipinagpapasalamat din namin, Panginoon, ang mga biyayang natatanggap namin sa araw-araw, sa mga pagkain aming nasa harapan, sa kalakasan ng katawan at isipan, sa marangal na trabaho na hindi matatawaran, at sa buhay na walang hanggan.
Bigyan mo po, Panginoon, ng karunungan at pag-iingat ang bawat isa sa amin, ang mga mag-aaral na humaharap sa bagong normal na edukasyon, ang kanilang mga magulang na gumagabay at nagsusumikap para mapabuti ang maliit nilang institusyon, ang mga tao sa unang hanay na patuloy na lumalaban at tumahanap ng solusyon, maging ang mga namumuno sa gobyerno sa paggawa ng mga positibong aksyon.
Panginoon, tao lamang po kami at nakadarama din ng kahinaan sa aming katawan, damdamin, espiritual at isipan. Alam po namin na hindi madali ang mga pagbabagong ito. Ngunit kung ito po ay pagsubok sa amin, patuloy po kaming lalaban at gagawa ng paraan. Hindi po kami lalayo sa iyong plano, Panginoon, dahil alam namin na ang bagay na mula sa iyo ang pinakamahusay. Pagpatawad mo, Panginoon, ang aming mga pagkakasala at paminsan ay paglabag namin sa iyong kalooban. Paunawa niyo po sa amin, Panginoon, na kami ay nilikha mo bilang instrumento ng kabutihan at kaagapay sa tagumpay ng aming paaralan at pamayanan.
Panginoon, tulungan niyo po kaming gamitin sa kabutihan ang bawat bahagi ng aming katawan upang aming matugunan ang munting pangangailangan. Amin pong inilalagak sa iyo ang aming mga alalahanin at pagkabalisa, sapagkat ikaw lamang ang makapagbibigay sa amin ng kapanatagan at kapayapaan anuman ang nangyayari sa aming kapaligiran. Gabayan mo kami sa bawat hakbang upang matiyak namin na ang landas na tinatahak namin ay yaong itinakda mo para sa aming mga yabag. Patuloy naming inilalaan ang aming sarili sa panahong ito para sa kaligtasan ng aming bansa at ng buong sambayan ng Pilipino, sa patnubay ng Espiritu Santo. Amen.
Mathematics is the science of structure, order, and relation that has evolved from elemental practices of counting, measuring, and describing the shape of objects. It deals with logical reasoning and quantitative calculation, and its development has involved an increasing degree of idealization and abstraction of its subject matter. I am Sir Phil na nagsasabing, palaging piliin mong matuto.
Hello, good afternoon. Okay, so we have already some attendance on the live chat. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Nain Aquino, Nain Abad Santos, and Nain Agoncillo. So today we will be having a review of our previous lesson, which is the quadratic inequality. At the same time, we'll be having some practice exercise for the quadratic inequality, to be followed by our good afternoon, to be followed by our asynchronous session lesson for this coming week, which is the introduction of quadratic function. Wait for a while. Okay, so nakikita ko na we have a representative from Nine Aquino Goncillo completo with Nine Abad Santos. So we'll go over with the fourth, I think, and the fifth, and then another exercise. Pero kung you are already familiar with quadratic inequality, at the same time, you already mastered the skill, pwede nyo nang sabayan yung pagsasolve. Okay? So, laging ganon. And then pwede ka, para ma-check nyo later on, kung talagang tama na. Especially yung pagkuha ng cases, which is very important. Ano pa ba? Pagkuha ng cases, and then of course the confirmation, yung paggawa ng verdict for each cases ng quadratic inequality. And then after nga nun, mag-i-introduction na tayo. Actually, hindi na introduction kasi itutuloy na natin with identification on the quadratic function. Thank you so much po sa mga nagpunta. Aldrin Fortaleza, thank you so much. Ayan, so I think let's start with our first example for this afternoon for our review and practice exercise on quadratic inequality. Sa pa-press 1 nga kung ready na po tayo dyan. Okay, pa-press 1 lang ako. Wait lang ah. Yo. Ayan, thank you so much. Wait lang ah. Okay, so I think some of you nag-practice na rin talaga. Bakit naman ang sulat? Pasensya na, medyo hindi na naman tama yung kinikilos ng aking digital board. Ayan, quadratic inequality. So let's have our fourth example, no? Probably. Okay, so I have here x squared minus 7m minus 10. X pala dapat. Wait lang. X na lang gamitin natin. Less than or equal to 0. Okay, please take note some of the books, gumagamit pa rin sila ng ibang letter or ibang variable sa quadratic equation. Yun nga lang dito sa class natin, nasanay na tayong puro x. Pero wag lang tayo malito kasi ano lang naman yun variable lang naman yun, representation of unknown value. So any letter will do. Kaya nga lang doon sa mga standard form and general form na pinapakita sa atin palagi when it comes to the lecture and discussion of the concept, ang usual na ginagamit kasi nilang variable is x. So, wag tayo malilito doon. Okay, so kung kaya na natin tong sabayan, pwede nyo nang sabayan. But kung hindi pa, makinig ulit. Makinig muna tayo ulit. So, hinahanda ko lang yung number line para sa pagkuha ng cases. So, as a recall, meron na tayong given dito na x squared minus 7x minus 10 less than equal to 0. So, we are asked here to find the solution set that will satisfy the given quadratic inequality. So my question is, what is our first step in dealing with this type of inequality? Anyone? What is our first step? Tapos later on, may ibababa akong attendance for our Math-Tuto. Yes, what are we going to do first? Okay, write the inequality as an equation. Thank you so much, Angelica. So, the first thing that we need to do here is to get the values of x, fx. May two values tayo ng x kasi dun tayo magbe-base ng ating mga cases later. Okay, so sabi nga nila, we have to write the inequality first as an equation. So this will become x squared minus 7x minus 10 equal to 0. So for the meantime, gagawin muna natin siyang equation. And after that, let's get the value of x using the factoring method. What are the factors of this quadratic equation? Anyone? Factors. Sige, palagay ako dyan sa chat pane. Ay. Nasaan ba ito? Okay. Factors tayo. Anyone? Mukhang nahirapan sa factors Wait lang. Patay pa ko ng factors ng x squared minus 7x minus 10 equal to 0. Include, yung binomial aga. Mark Francis, the binomial, ang isusulat natin. The two binomials. Ayan. So we have x minus 5 and minus din ba yung 2? Alam ko na. This must be positive 10. Okay, tama. Minus yung 2. Okay, gawin natin positive 10 yung given, yung sa constant term natin. Sorry for that. Dapat pala ay positive yan. So again, the given is, yes, Angelica, thank you so much. Our given is x squared minus 7x plus 10 less than or equal. Kaya pala ang tagal nyo mag-type. Ayan, x squared minus 7x plus 10 less than or equal to 0. So now our factors are x minus 5 and x minus 2 equal to 0. So the next thing that we need to do here is to solve the two binomials separately using the zero product property. So this will become x minus 5 equal to 0 and x minus 2 equal to 0. So by that, we will get the two values of x, which is equal to positive 5 and positive 2. So we have now the two values, which is 2 and 5. The next thing that we need to do here, nakaka-follow naman, no? Is to plot the two numbers on our number line. So let's have a number line here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hindi naman masyadong magagamit ngayon yung negative side, no? Because our solutions are both positive. Pero maglagay pa rin tayo. Ayan. Okay, so the next thing to do, kasama yung plotting ng points sa number line. So let's plot positive 5 and positive 2. So positive 2 is located here. and positive 5 here. So pareha silang positive. So nandun lang tayo sa positive side of the number line. Next is to write all the possible cases na iti-treat natin. So, nagkaroon na tayo ng ng agreement kung ano yung ilalagay natin sa case 1, 2, 3, and 4 para mabilis tayo sa checking kapag magche-check tayo ng inyong solution. Okay? So, we will have case 1 as the larger solution. Okay? So, anong lalagay natin sa case 1? What will be our case 1? Sige, kayo magbigay. Okay. Larger. Ayan. So, we have x equals 5. Tapos, yung case 2 will be, of course, x equals 2. How about our case 3? What will be our case 3? Case 3 natin. Ayan. X greater than 5. So, ang sakop na yon ay from here to positive infinity. Next is case number 4. X greater than 5. Okay, that's correct. Let's have case number 4. Case number 4, ang sakop niya from positive 2 to the left. So, to negative infinity yan. So, our case 4 will be what? What will be our case 4? X less than 2. Okay, that's correct. X less than 2. And finally, our case 5 will be in between positive 2 and positive 5. Dito yon. In between positive 2 and positive 5. So, what will be our case 5? Kasi case 5 tayo. Ako ba yung delayed? Case 5. Ayan. X greater than 2 but less than 5. Or pwede rin namang x less than 5 but greater than 2. Okay? So let's write it. X is less than 5 but greater than 2. That's how we read case number 5. X less than 5 but greater than 2. Okay, proceed tayo with confirming. Let's start with case 1. Well, of course, we will use the given x squared minus 7x plus 10 less than or equal to 0. So case 1 is x equal to 5. So we substitute 5 to the given. So we have 5 squared minus 7 times 5 plus 10 less than or equal to 0. So the same manner ha, tatanong-tanong tayo. Okay, 5 squared is positive 25. Tapos negative 7 times 5 is negative 35 plus 10 less than or equal to 0. So what is 25 minus 35? What is 25 minus 35? Wait lang. Hello? Naririnig niyo na ako? Ayan, -10. Naka-off pala yung mic ko. Okay, so we have -10 plus 10 less than or equal to 0. So this is now 0 less than or equal to 0. What's your verdict here? True or false? 0 is less than or equal to 0. For case number 1, ayan, thank you so much. Okay, so this is a true statement that 0 is less than or equal to 0. Next, we have case 2. We will use x equal to 2 naman. So by substitution, we have 2 squared minus 7 times 2 plus 10 less than or equal to 0. So we have 2 squared, which is equal to positive 4, minus 7 times 2, which is 14, plus 10 less than or equal to 0. We have the same manner for minus 14 is negative 10 plus 10 less than or equal to 0. So 0 pa rin, less than or equal to 0. So this is still a true statement. So same lang. Okay, sa case number 3 tayo, anong gagamitin natin? Balik tayo sa number line. So sa case number 3, we have x greater than 5. So what we're going to use here? Ano yung gagamitin natin? For case number 3. Okay, so we will use 6, yung pinakamalapit doon sa case na yon. So x is equal to 6. So we have 6 squared minus 7 times 6 plus 10 less than or equal to 0. And then we simplify. 6 squared is 36. And then negative 7 times 6 is negative 42. So that's 36 minus 42 plus 10 less than or equal to 0. What is 36 minus 42? Okay, check your integers. 36 minus 42 is negative 6. So we have negative 6 plus 10 less than or equal to 0. And then we have negative 6 plus 10 which is equal to positive 4 less than or equal to 0. So my question now, what's your verdict? What's your verdict for case number 3? 4 is less than or equal to 0. Okay, so probably this is a false statement. Okay, so far we have case 1 and 2 as a true statement. Let's proceed with case number 4. Okay, so sa treatment ng case number 4, anong pwede natin gamitin? Balik tayo sa number line. Okay, mayroon yatang doon, nasasakop na mas madaling gamitin. Ano kaya yon? For case number 4. Pwede po 0. Okay, so we could use 0 since 0 is included on the range. So x is equal to 0. So we have 0 squared minus 7 times 0 plus 10 less than or equal to 0. So 0 na ito. Ang natira na lang is 10 less than or equal to 0. So is it true or false? 10 less than or equal to 0. Okay, so this is another false statement. Okay, this is a false statement. Let's have case number 5, the final case. Anong gusto nyo gamitin natin sa case 5? So, dalawa lang naman yung choice natin dyan na whole number para mas mabilis. 3 or 4. So, pwede natin gamitin yung mas mababa. So, we have, let's use x equal to 3. Okay, so using x is equal to 3, let substitute. So we have 3 squared minus 7 times 3 plus 10 less than or equal to 0. So we have 3 squared, 3 or 4. So 3 na yung gagamitin natin para mas mababa. So 3 squared is 9. Minus 7 times 3, 21 plus 10 less than or equal to 0. So 9 minus 21, Akiel. What is 9 minus 21? J Block Jr., Magalab shoutout. Okay, we have negative 12 plus 10 less than or equal to 0. So, simplify lang natin. Negative 12 plus 10 is negative 2 less than or equal to 0. So, what is your verdict here? For case number 5, negative 2 less than or equal to 0. What's your verdict? Is it true or false? Okay, this is a true statement. This is a true statement. So now we are ready to write the solution set. So alin yung mga cases na nag-true? True. Ano yung mga cases na nag-true natin? We have case 1, 2, and 5. So to write that as our solution set, that is x such that, so kopyahin natin yung case number 5. X is less than, ano yun? Less than 5. Sorry. X is less than 5 but greater than 2. Kasi nag-satisfy naman yung 5. Dahil nag-satisfy din yung 1 and 2, lalagyan lang natin ito ng equal. Yan. Sakop na niyan yung case 1, 2, and 5. Yan yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. Pag nag-satisfy yung 1, 2, and 5, kokopyahin nyo lang yung case number 5, tapos lalagyan nyo lang ng equal sign doon sa baba. So, our solution set are x such that x is less than or equal to 5, but greater than or equal to 2. In terms naman of the set builder notation, that is from 2 to 5. Diba? From 2 to 5, is it open or close? Yun na lang yung tanong ko. Is it open or close? Kasi from 2 to 5 yung solution. So my big question now, is it open or close? What do you think? Okay, so ano yung totoo? Close both side, ano? Close both sides. So that is 2 to 5 close. Close pareho kasi yung 2 kasama, yung 5 kasama din. Yes, Angelica, that's correct. So that must be closed. Okay, this is our solution set, x such that x is less than or equal to 5 but greater than or equal to 2, or 2 to 5 close parehas. Okay? So, may question ba doon sa ating example? Ayan, nakuha na natin lahat ng nakuha na natin lahat ng tawag dito, situation. Sige, ano muna tayo? Self-exercise, ha? Let's have another example here. Example. Eto. Ayan. Tama ba? Or this must be positive. Ayan. X squared minus 9x plus 18 greater than 0. So this is a self-exercise muna. Iko-confirm natin later yung mga sagot. So I'm giving you at least, ilang minutes ba yung bibigay natin? 5 minutes. Siguro sapat na yung 5 minutes. I'm giving you 5 minutes to have the solution of this. And then i-confirm natin later kung tama. Okay? Lahat ngayon ng nandyan, mag-solve ng sarili muna nila. Kasi nga practice ito para malaman natin kung saan pa tayo dapat mag-practice. Okay? So x squared minus 9x plus 18 greater than 0. And your 5 minutes starts now. Okay, on your notes. Or 5 minutes. Wait for a while, hasi our break lang. Tapos na? Sino ang tapos na mag-type ng done, ha? Para malaman ko kung mag-start na ako. Type po kayo ng done when you're done with your solution. Kasi next week, ipapakita yung solution dun sa ano nyo, sa quiz nyo. Wala pang done. Okay, so let's wait for a while. Additional 2 minutes. Are you all done? Type ako ng done pag tapos na, ha? Asang part na kayo? Sige, tuloy-tuloy nyo lang, ha. Siyempre, magsa-start na ako. Meron pa tayo isang lesson. Tuloy-tuloy nyo lang dyan. Kasi late naman ako mag-start. Okay. So, magsasalita lang ako dito habang nagsasolve kayo dyan. The first thing that we need to do here, dito ha, pag nagkamali ka na agad dito sa pagkuha ng X, nako, sunod-sunod na yan hanggang dulo mali na. So, dapat dito pa lang tama na yung value ng X natin dito. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is to write the inequality into an equation. So, this will become X squared. Ayan, done na si JP. So, mamaya na JP yung sagot. X squared minus 9x plus 18 equal to 0. Okay, may mga nagdone na. What are the factors of this? Dun sa mga nagdone, ano yung factors natin? Done na rin si Eliza. Ano yung factors natin dito? Okay, we have x minus 6 and x minus 3. So probably we will solve it using the zero product property. So we have x minus 6 equal to 0 and x minus 3 equal to 0. So we have here x equal to positive 6 and x equal to positive 3. So parehas positive ulit. Huwag na natin igitna dito banda. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. Then plot natin sa number line. Positive 3 and positive 6. Let's write the possible cases. So case 1 will be the larger value. So we have x equal to 6. And then we have case 2. The smaller value is x equal to 3. Sa case 4 natin, case 3 pa lang pala. Madali. Case 3, which is located from 6.1, 6.0001. Basta after 6, greater than on, to positive infinity. So we have x greater than 6. Tapos yung case 4, from 3, continues doon to the left. So that is to negative infinity. Excuse me. So x is less than 3. And then for our case 5, tinitingnan ko yung comment eh. We have x. Ano to? Wait lang. We have x less than 6 but greater than 3. Ayan, okay na. So far, yung mga natapos, hanggang dito ba umabot? Pagkuha ng case. Tuloy na natin. For magko-confirm na magko-confirm na tayo ng mga cases. So starting with case number 1, which is x equal to 6. So let's substitute positive 6 to the original inequality. So we have 6 squared minus 9 times 6 plus 18 greater than 0. So let's investigate. 6 squared is 36. 9 times 6, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54. Negative 54 plus 18 greater than 0. What is 36 minus 54? 36 minus 54. Okay, Kel. Tingnan natin ha kung tama yung sagot nyo. What is 36 minus 54? Negative 18. Plus 18 greater than to 0. So this is probably 0. Greater than 0. True or false? 0 is greater than 0. Okay, so this is a false statement. Case number 2, which is x equal to 3. So let's substitute. We have 3 squared minus 9 times 3 plus 18 greater than 0. So we have 3 squared 9 minus 27 plus 18 greater than to 0. So this is probably negative 18 also. Plus 18 greater than 0. So probably this is 0 greater than 0. Okay, so probably this is also a false statement. Okay, so far wala pang nagtutrue. Case 1 and 2 are both false statement. Next, we have case number 3. So anong gagamitin natin sa case number 3? What value of x? Pinakamalapit doon sa x greater than 6. Okay, 7. So we have x equals 7. So we have now 7 squared minus 9 times 7 plus 18 greater than 0. So we have 7 squared, which is equal to 49. 9 times 7, that is negative 63 minus 63 plus 18 greater than 0. What is 49 minus 63? 49 minus 63. Negative 14 plus 18 greater than 0. Negative 14 plus 18 is positive 4 greater than to 0. Okay, what is your verdict? Anong statement to? True or false? 4 greater than 0. Is it true or false? Okay, so this is a true statement. So meron na tayong case number 3. Let's have now case number 4. Anong pwedeng gamitin sa case number 4? We have x less than 3. Pinakamadali. Sa case number 4. 2, 0. Ayun. Kasi sakop yung 0 eh. Ito na yung pinakamadali. So, substitute again. We have 0 squared minus 9 times 0 plus 18 greater than 0. So, 0 na to parehas. Natira na lang is 18 greater than to 0. So, is it a true or false statement? 18 greater than 0. Ay, natatakpan na pala. Ayan. So, this is also a true statement. Okay, let's have case number 5. Anong gusto niyong gamitin sa case number 5? Dalawa lang din, ano? Yung whole number. Alin doon gusto nyo? Of course, yung mas mababa. X is equal to 4. So, we have 4 squared minus 9 times 4 plus 18 greater than 0. So, 4 squared is 16 minus 36 plus 18 greater than 0. 16 minus 36 is negative 20 plus 18 greater than to 0. So negative 20 plus 18 is negative 2 greater than to 0. Is it a true or false statement? Negative 2 greater than 0. True or false? Okay, this is a false statement. So here, dalawa lang yung nag-satisfy. We have case 3 and case 4. O kayo ngayon magbigay ng solution set. O, ibigay na ang sagot. What is our solution set for this example? Three and 4. So what is our solution set? May susulat ba yun? Sir Mark Jacos, good afternoon. X such that, ayun nasulat ni Angelica. X such that X is greater than 6 and X is less than 3. Tapos by set builder, paano siya? Which is open, which is, walang close. Open lang. So this is negative infinity to 3 open. Ayan kay JP. Union 6 to positive infinity. Ayan. Open parehas. Okay, good. So, pwede na tayo mag-proceed. Pwede na tayo mag-proceed. Bago tayo mag-proceed, muna tayo ha. Short, very, saan na ba yun? Very short break lang ha. Saglit na saglit. Okay, so may question na ni-raise si Angelica at saka si Raven. Ask ko lang po kapag po ba sa set builder notation po ay kailangan po bang mauna palagi ang negative po? Yes po. In sequence sila. Yung negative kasi sa number line sa left side. So yun din yung sinusunod natin kapag sinulat natin siya in set builder notation. Negative infinity to positive infinity. Ganon pa rin yung sinusunod natin kapag nagsusulat tayo ng solution set. Negative dito sa left side, tapos positive sa right side. So, hindi sila pwedeng magkabaliktad doon sa set builder notation. So, kung 3 to negative infinity, yun siya nung 6 to positive infinity. Yun yung proper way. Okay? Pero doon sa roster, yung x such that x, it does not matter. Doesn't matter. Basta nandun yung solution na yon. Ayan, pwede mo nga sabihin x less than 3 and x is greater than 6. Doon sa ano ha? Doon sa roster. Okay, so proceed tayo with the next one. Pero kung may tanong pa, baka may tanong pa kayo dyan, erase nyo lang. Para bago tayo mag-proceed with the next one, nasagot na natin. Okay? Do you still have questions to ask? Just ask your questions now. Okay na po tayo. Clear na po tayo doon sa quadratic inequality. Any more question other than that? That's why you're here, no? Para magtanong. Kung may kailangang i-clarify, okay na po ba? Okay. May mga pahabol na question. Hintayin lang natin before we proceed with the next one. Okay na. Okay, so let's proceed. So we will have an introduction now of quadratic function. Quadratic function. So more on application na tayo. Which is actually yung quadratic function, parang parehas lang din siya sa equation. But this time, we'll be more talking about its function ng quadratic, more on real-life-based situations and applications yung itatry natin dito. Yung i-discuss natin sa quadratic function. So, it would matter na pag-uusapan na natin dito yung mga application talaga ng quadratics. Okay? So, isang example to have the introduction na pwede nating one exciting fact about quadratic function na lagi kong dinidiscuss. Of course, kung meron ditong yung naglalaro ng basketball. Kasi pag dinidiscuss ito sa klase, ginagamit namin si Stephen Curry on how he calculate. Although hindi talagang kina-calculate niya during the game. Pero one factor is that kung paano nasasakto yung pag-shoot ng ball dun sa ring is one of the application na pwede nating i-introduce with the use of the quadratic. So, quadratic function, let's say for example, this will, na lang, yung sa 3-point shot position. Let's say for example, this is the, ayan ha, makinig kayo dyan. 3-point shot position or location. Halimbawa dito yon. Dito tumatayo para makakuha ng 3 points doon sa basketball. Siguro kung hindi kayo naglalaro, napapanood nyo naman, di ba? Okay, let's say for example, nandito naman yung ring. Sorry, nasa drawing talaga. Mari dito yung ring, ha? Mari ring yan. Imagine this is a ring. Yan. Yung ring, ha? Tapos nandito ka, para ang taas ng ring. Babaan natin konti. Explain ko lang yung concept ng mabilis. Ayan, dito yung ring, ha? Ayan, kunwari ito yung ring. Sorry na talaga. Okay, so tapos nandito ka, stickman. Nakatayo ka. Andiyan ba kayo? Nahihiya na ako. Nandiyan ba kayo? Okay. So, nandito yung stickman. At nandito siya sa 3-point shot position or location. To apply the quadratic function, kasi di ba nabanggit natin last time na yung graph yung form ng graph ng quadratic function is in the form of a parabola. A parabola that opens downward or a parabola that opens upward. So in this particular situation, nandiyan ba kayo? Pa-press 1 nga muna. Para sure na may kausap ako, pa-press 1. So there are two types of parabola. One is opens downward and the other one is opens upward. Okay? So yung i-example natin dito is sa pag-shoot ng ball sa ring ng basketball, we will use the parabola that opens upward. So mula dito sa 3-point shot position, let's say mag-shoot ka nga ng bola, papunta dun sa ring na yon, there is a particular height. Ibahin natin yung kulay. There is a particular height na kailangan ma-reach yung ball para magsasakto siya dito. Pag hindi niya yun na-reach, dun magkaka-problem. Pero may mga flat shot eh. Depende. Depende din sa pag-throw kasi meron namang shot na flat lang siya halos. But still, ganyan ka-flat. Pero aabot pa rin siya dito sa ring. Ganyan ka-flat. Ang importante lang na mga part kasi niyan is yung magiging symmetrical siya. Let's say for example, ito yung particular height na kailangang ma-reach ng ball para sumakto siya dun sa ring. Pag flat naman, ito lang din. Ayan. Let's say that particular point, kailangan ma-reach niya. Tapos may way din dun sa pag-throw ng ball para sasakto siya dito sa ring. Tapos symmetrical yan. Symmetrical yung perfect siya, perfect. Yung pag-create mo ng shot papunta doon sa ring, perfect siya, symmetrical siya. Meaning, if there is a point na dadaanan dito yung bola, pantay siya dun sa dadaanan niyang point doon sa kabila. Kasi yung height, yung tinatawag nating maximum height na pwedeng ma-reach ng ball, ito yon. Itong location na ito. Ayan. Yan yung maghahati doon sa parabola. So dun sa hinati niya, kung ano man yung mga point na dadaanan niya dito, dapat equal distance siya dun sa dadaanan niya paglagpas niya ng maximum height. Paglagpas niya dito sa gitna, pantay na pantay siya ng distance doon sa dinaanan niya sa kabila. Ayan. Tapos dito, pantayan yung distance niya doon sa gitna para sasakto yung bola na masushoot dito sa ring. Ang tawag natin dito sa color green na ito na ginawa ko, yung line na broken, ang tawag dyan ay symmetric line. Yung symmetric line na yan yung naghahati doon sa parabola. Sa perfect shape yung parabola. Perfect U-shape. Perfect U-shape yung parabola. So yan yung isa sa mga application na pwedeng applyan ng quadratic. So, function. Okay, so yan yung sa ilan sa mga pag-uusapan natin. Nagets nyo ba? Nagets nyo ba yung illustration ko sa basketball? Ayun. Ganon ka-amazing. Kapag naka-create ka ng perfect U-shape of parabola, at the same time, na-reach pa ng ball yung maximum height. At the same time, may kinalaman din sa time yan ha. Hindi pwedeng mabagal. Actually, dun kay Stephen Curry, may particular seconds din na dapat pag-throw niya mabilis din, pag-throw niya ng ball, dapat in a particular second, ma-reach ng ball yung maximum height. Kasi pag hindi, diyan napapasok yung mga natural factor, yung hangin, pwede nang maapektuhan yung bola pag ganon. So, may particular bilis din, may particular speed din ng pag-throw ng ball para yung particular time na dapat ma-reach ng ball yung height, dapat ma-reach niya yon. Pag hindi niya na-reach, papasok yung mga environmental factors like yung hangin na pwedeng hindi na niya ma-reach yung ball at pwede rin namang hindi na rin umabot doon sa ring. Okay, yun yung mga ilan sa mga pag-aaralan natin in terms of quadratic function. Okay, so tuloy na natin. Yan, some of the interesting facts and application of quadratic function yan. Okay, so the quadratic function, since quadratic nga siya, can be represented as this. The function of x or f of x is equal to ax squared plus, plus bx plus c. So the same manner pa rin naman yan na iba lang. Instead of ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0, it is replaced as f of x or the function of x equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Still, dahil quadratic nga siya, it is a function or a second degree function, or it is a function with the highest exponent of 2. So, any function na makikita natin, yung function of x na yan, na ang highest exponent ay 2, is considered as quadratic function. So, yan lang yung difference nyo dun sa quadratic equation. So, it can also be represented as y equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Same lang sila. Because we will be dealing with x and y dito. Two variables na yung x and y. Tapos, mag-a-assign ng value ng x para makuha yung value ng y. Let's say, for example, meron tayong y is equal to x squared plus x minus 1. Let's say, for example, yan yung quadratic function natin. Tapos, meron tayong table of values dito, halimbawa, x and y. Tapos, ang inassign nating value ng x is 1. Okay? So, using the function, either of the two, no, pwedeng f of x, pwedeng y. So, yung y, pwede rin nating i-represent as f of x. Same lang sila. Either way, kung ang gamit ay y, edi y. Kung ang gamit is function of x or f of x, edi f of x ang gamitin natin. Okay, so para makuha yung y, gagamit tayo halimbawa 1, 0, 2. Halimbawa, yan yung mga value ng x. Tapos para makuha yung y, substitute lang natin dun sa given function. So, y is equal to, halimbawa, ang x is equal to 1. So, y is equal to 1 squared plus 1 minus 1. So, 1 squared is 1 plus 1 minus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2 minus 1 is equal, y is equal to 1. So, if x is 1, y is 1. Parang ganon. Tapos, pag 0 naman, ganon pa rin. So, x is equal to 0. So, y is equal to 0 squared plus 0 minus 1. E di 0 na to lahat. So, y is equal to negative 1. So, pag ang x ay 0, ang y natin is negative 1. Ganon lang yon. Tapos, yung huli, kunin din natin. X is equal to 2. So, balik tayo dun sa function. Y is equal to 2 squared plus 2 minus 1. So, 2 squared is 4 plus 2 minus 1. So, 4 plus 2 is 6 minus 1. So, y is equal to 5. So, kapag Ang x naman ay positive 2, y is equal to 5. So, ganun siya. Ina-explain ko pa lang ha kung ano yung mga tawag dito, mga form ng quadratic function. Ayan. So, it's either f of x equal to ax squared plus bx plus c or y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Tapos, nag-a-assign lang ng value ng x. Tapos, kung ano yung value ng x, sinasubstitute dun sa function. Tapos, yun na yun. Yung makukuha nating value, yun na yung value ng y o kaya ng f of x. So, either of the two, hello Alec J. Sorry for that. Either of the two will do. Kung ang gamit ay f of x, edi f of x. Kung ang gamit ay y, edi y yung gagamitin natin. The project wins. Hello po. Ayan. Ano pa ba? Mga different facts natin with quadratic function. Ayan. In terms of equation, ayan. Yan yung gagamitin natin sa quadratic function. Okay? So, bago tayo mag-proceed, do you have any question? Aquino, Agoncillo, and Abad Santos, do you have any question? Doon pa lang tayo sa form ha. Wala pa tayong masyadong ginagawa. Na-explain ko pa lang yung form. Do you have any question regarding that? Sige, pwede kayo magtanong. O kaya doon sa ano natin, sa kaninang application. Mga mahilig mag-basketball dyan. Okay. So, applicable pa rin. No? Yung mga ginamit natin sa problem solving last time. Kasi we'll be dealing with parabola na, no? So, focus na tayo dun sa graph naman. I can explain quadratic function with comparing it to linear function. Kasi 'di ba, parang nung dinidiscuss natin yung linear equation din, kinumpare din natin siya with the linear equation, yung quadratic equation. So for now, para mas maintindihan natin yung quadratic function, i-differentiate natin siya or i-compare natin siya with the linear function. So ano ba muna yung alam natin with linear function? So sige, gawa tayo dito ng comparison. So we have the linear function and we also have the quadratic function. Well, of course, kanina, sabi natin, quadratic function in terms of equation can be represented as f of x equal to ax squared plus bx plus c, which is also true with y equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. So the same manner with the linear function, kung matatandaan natin from your grade 8 mathematics, ginagamit din natin yan, f of x is equal to ano yung ginamit na tawag dito? Ano yung ginamit na equation sa linear function? Maraming ginamit. Meron doon sa yung gumamit ng x and y, yung sa two variables. Ano yung ginamit doon sa two variables ng linear function? Sige nga. As I recall, anong naalala natin sa linear function? Palagay ako sa live chat. Kung may nakakatanda sa linear function. Sige, clue. Ginamit ito in the form of slope-intercept form. The slope-intercept form. Yes, Raven. Yes. Ano yon? Ano yung equation na ginamit doon? Oo. Ayan na. Slope-intercept form. Natatandaan nyo ba yung slope-intercept form? Raven and Angelica. Ayan, medyo nababalikan na nila sa kanilang mga isip. Ayun. Nakuha ni Raven. So, pag f of x ang gamit, mx plus b. Okay? F of x or the function of x equal to mx plus b. Ayun, okay din si Mark Francis. So, pwede rin, parang quadratic function nga, y is equal to mx plus b. So, in terms of equation yan, ha? Ayan, natandaan na. Thank you, thank you. Very good, very good. At natatandaan. Yan yung sa equation. So, wala tayong problema doon. Natatandaan natin. So, yung slope-intercept form yan, ha? Tatandaan nyo. Tapos, in terms of graph, sa graph tayo. Ano ang graph ng linear function? With the use of the Cartesian plane, may dalawang klase. Sorry sa drawing. May dalawang klase. Gandahan na lang natin yung sa graph. Yun, sa rise over run. There are two types, no? There are two types of graph ng linear function. Ano kaya yan? Natatandaan ba? Rising and falling, di ba, Raven? Straight line, yes. This is a straight line. Actually, apat pa, no? Merong pantay sa x-axis. Tapos merong pantay sa y-axis, di ba? There are two types. Ito yun, wait lang. Saan na ba yung shapes? There are two types. Ewan ko kung alam nyo pa yung tawag. Merong isa, ay nandito, ba't napunta dito? Wag na lang yan. Huwag yung pansinin yung guhit dyan, ha. Okay, i-draw ko na lang ng bilis. Eto isa. Tapos yung isa eto. Parehas lamang silang straight line, eh. May pinagkaiba lang sila. Anong tawag doon? Ayan yung color orange. Ito yung representation. Isang ganyan. Parehas straight line, ha. Tapos yung isa, yan. Anong tawag dyan? Kasi pag, yun na yung tawag eh, pag sinabi ko. Vancouver Guys Studio, hello. Ano kayang tawag doon? Natatandaan nyo ba? Sa linear? Yung sa graph niya. Pag sinabi ko, sige, i-identify nyo na lang kung saan dun sa left or right. Meron kasi sa linear function, positive and negative line. Sige, isa pa, konti pa. Para tayo nagpipinoy henyo, no? There are two types of graph ng linear function. One is itong nasa left side, and then the other one is this, yung nasa right side. Sino kaya nakakatanda? Positive and negative slope. May kinalaman doon, Eliza. May kinalaman doon sa slope nila kung negative or positive ba. Below the line po. May kinalaman doon sa sa rising and falling yata. Parang gano'n. Ayan, doon sa positive and negative slope. Nakadepende din doon. Hindi niyo yata natandaan. Okay, doon sa yung nasa left side, that is increasing straight line. Increasing, ha? Teka lang. Mas maano nyo to sa pag nag-direct variation tayo, makikita nyo. So, increasing yan, itong nasa left, increasing. Tapos, itong nasa right, ay decreasing. Okay? Tapos, kanina sa quadratic function naman, natandaan nyo ba? Ayan na, increasing and decreasing sa Ayan, si Kel na nga, naguhula pa siya. Sa quadratic function, dalawa din. Sinabi ko na yan kanina. Sorry na nga sa drawing kasi. Ayan. Parabola that opens upward and parabola that opens downward. Tapos yung ina-explain ko na, yun, parabola nga siya. Parabola, yes. This is a parabola. Dalawang klase lang yan, ha? Upward or downward lang siya. Walang to the left and to the right kasi hindi na siya magiging function. Kasi may makikita kayo eh. Sige, sabihin ko na lang din. May makikita kayong ganito. Tsaka ganito. Hindi nyo may iwasan, makikita nyo yan. Basta tandaan nyo, hindi kasi siya function eh. Meron kasing, may tinatawag kasing vertical line test sa function na kapag dinrawing natin siya dun sa graph, kailangan sa isang point lang siya tatama. Ibig sabihin ko, vertical line test nga eh. So magdodrawing ka ng vertical line, dapat tatama lang siya sa graph sa 1 point. Katulad nito, yung opens upward. Hindi naman yan wala namang diretso dyan eh. Ano yan, nakaslant yan pag ganon. Pag ganon siya. U-shape. Kapag nag-draw ka ng number line kahit saang part, dapat tatama lang siya sa isang point. Sa isang point nung graph. Dito. Kunwari, dyan. Kaya nag-draw ka sa ibang part. Dapat kahit saang part ka mag-draw, pare dito ka naman nag-draw ng vertical line. So, magi-intersect lang dapat siya sa isang point. Ang tawag doon ay vertical line test. Ganon din kapag naka-downward siya. Halimbawa, nag-draw ka dyan ng vertical line. So, tumama lang siya sa isang point. Probably, sa isang point lang yan tatama. So, ang tawag dyan ay vertical line test. Kaya nga yung linear function, kitang-kita. Kahit saan ka naman mag-drawing dyan eh. Kahit saan ka mag-drawing dyan ng vertical line test, sa isang point lang siya tatawag. Para matawag na function using the graph and the vertical line test, dapat tatama lang siya sa isang point. Nakikita nyo dito yung example sa baba, which is also a U-shape. Yun nga lang, naka-open siya to the left and to the right. Kaya siya hindi pwedeng maging function kasi nga, pag nag-draw ka ng vertical line, ilang point siya tumama. Same with this. Kahit saan ka mag-drawing, ilang point siya tumama sa ilang point. Two points. Okay, so requirement para sabihin natin na function siya, dapat sa 1 point lang siya tatama. Kapag nag-draw ka ng vertical line to any part of the graph, matatawag lang siyang function kapag tumama lang siya sa 1 and only 1 point. Kapag sumobra na sa isa, hindi na siya function. Okay, so ang accepted lang sa parabola natin sa quadratic function ay opens upward and opens downward. Okay, malinaw yon. Any question regarding that? Okay, magtanong tayo bago mag-proceed kasi we have the last one. Ito yung medyo pagtutuunan natin ng time. Any question regarding that? Okay, wala na. Proceed tayo ha. Because the third one, medyo nakikilala na natin yung quadratic function ha. Burahin na natin to. Okay, kilalanin pa natin more deeper ang quadratic function using naman the table of values. Looking at their table of values, makikilala din natin kung ito ba ay linear or ito ba ay quadratic. So allow me to insert an image from my downloads. Meron dito. Okay, this one. Basta tandaan nyo yung nandito sa left side, mga linear yan Tapos yung nandito sa right side will be quadratic. Okay, so I have here a table of values. Ayan, x and y. So dun sa x table, we have -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Tapos meron tayong y, -7, -4, -1, 2, and 5. So ang focus of our discussion here are the values of y. Okay, focus tayo focus tayo dito sa value ng y. Sa concept kasi ng table of values, meron tayong tinatawag na common difference. Common difference. At yung common difference na yan, yung confirmation ng common difference ay manggagaling sa values ng y dun sa table of values. Okay? So, paano kinukuha yung common difference? Pinapag-difference. So, sinosubtract natin yung two consecutive value of y. So, ano-ano yon? So, we have -7 and -4, -4 and -1, -1 and +2, tapos +2 and +5. Kinukuha natin yung difference ng two consecutive values of y. So, ibig sabihin yung magkasunod na value ng y according to the table of values. Kasi, kung mapapansin nyo yung x, yung value ng x, magkakasunod din. Nakikita nyo ba? Or hindi? Kailangan ko lakihan. Wait lang, lakihan ko pala yata. Parang hindi nyo pala nakikita. Bigla ako nagutom Okay. Nakikita naman ba? Sige, lakihan ko na lang. Ayan. Okay na ba yung ganyan? Ayan. So, kukunin natin yung common difference starting with -7 and -4. Sige nga, let's test your knowledge sa integers. What is -7 minus -4? Sulat natin. -7 minus -4. Linear pa lang to Linear function. -7 minus -4. Let's test your knowledge in integers. What is -7 minus -4? Ayan na, na-test talaga siya. Tingnan niyo mabuti -7 minus -4. Dito tayo magkakaproblema. Sabi ko na -7 minus -4. Paano ba yan? Di ba minumultiply mo na to? Kasi may consecutive dito. Itong negative tsaka yung negative sa loob. Yung negative sa labas tsaka yung negative sa loob ay si Eliza. Kaya magiging ano yan, di ba? -7 plus 4. Magiging -7 plus 4 siya. So, the answer must be? Ayan, tama na yan. Si Eliza, si Angelica, and Hailey. We have -3. Ayan. Be careful Be careful sa integers natin. Next. -4 minus -1. -4 minus -1. What is your answer? Oo, -3. Ayan, ito naman. -4 minus -1. -3 din, no? Naniniwala ba kayo? Okay, negative 3 din. Yung next. Negative 1 minus 2. Negative 1 minus 2. Negative 3 pa din. Very good. And finally, positive 2 minus 5. Positive 2 minus 5. Careful lang tayo ha sa integers natin. 2 minus 5. Negative 3 din. Ano napansin nyo? Observation. What is your observation? Negative 3 din. What is your observation pag linear function? Puro negative 3, no? Okay, so kaya siya tinawag na common difference. Yung y niya or the consecutive values of y, kapag sinubtract natin, they have the same difference. So kapag yung consecutive value ng y, kapag sinubtract natin sila, pag kinuha natin yung difference, tapos they have common difference, automatic that table of value is a linear function. Okay? Ulitin ko, linear function siya kapag yung difference ng consecutive values ng y ay the same. So, kapag same silang lahat, automatic, that is a linear function. Okay? Question. May question ba doon? So, yan yung sa linear function. Let's have naman the quadratic. Ay, pasok tayo ng quadratic. It will be coming from my desktop. Okay. Okay, quadratic tayo. Nakikita ba? Sa ngayon, alam niyong quadratic yan kasi sinabi ko. Ito tayo dito ha, iusod ko lang. Observe naman natin yung common difference ng quadratic. Sulat natin, this is quadratic function. Quadratic function. Ayan, naglalag na naman yung digital board. Kunin natin yung difference, mga anak. 6 minus 0. 6 minus 0. Baka naman, 6 minus 0. Okay. Next. 0 minus negative 4. 0 minus negative 4. Mukhang magre-review tayo ng integers, ah. Zero minus negative 4. Positive 4. Next. Negative 4 minus negative 6. Negative 4 minus negative 6. Okay. We have, sabi ni Hailey, ayan si Hailey, positive 2. Kasi ano Negative 4, magiging negative 4 plus 6. Ako nalilito kayo sa integers. Next, hindi kayo sa mismong lesson, no? We have negative 6 minus negative 6. Negative 6 minus negative 6. Dinadahan-dahan ko na. Negative 6 minus negative 6. 0. Okay, proceed. Next, negative 4 minus 0. Negative 4 minus 0. Parang may mali dito. Parang tumalon. It is negative 4. Next. Last na. 0 minus 6. Matay na naman. 0 minus 6. Ay, negative 6. Sorry. May ano nga, tumalon nga tayo. Tayo pala yung tumalon. Sorry na. Baba ko lang. Mayroon tayong nakaligtaan. Thank you, Eliza. Nasaan na yun? Ito pa pala. Ito muna. Negative 6. Thank you, Eliza. Nagagalit sa Eliza. Negative 6 minus negative 4. Ayun. Yun yung negative 2. Tapos, yung negative 4 minus 0, yun yung negative 4. Tapos yung kahulihan, 0 minus 6, yun yung negative 6. Okay, yan yung difference nila. Common ba? Ito yung first difference ha. First difference. Are they common? Are they common? Okay, so hindi. So, hindi common yung first difference. Pero hindi pa rin natin agad pwedeng sabihin na quadratic function yon. Para sabihin natin na quadratic function yon, i-observe natin yung second difference. Ano naman yung second difference? Okay, tandaan nyo. Sa linear function, sa first difference pa lang, nag-common na sila. Kaya sinabi natin na linear function yon. May observation pa si Raven dito. Sabi niya, naka-descending order po. Tingnan natin. Okay, so meron tayong tinatawag na second difference. Ang second difference naman, ano ba yung second difference? Ang second difference naman, kinukuha natin yung difference ng two consecutive first difference. Okay? Two consecutive first difference. So, nandito na tayo sa first difference. So, kung two consecutive, hindi naman gamitin natin. Ito, 6 and 4, 4 and 2, 2 and 0, 0 and negative 2, negative 2 and negative 4, tapos negative 4 and negative 6. So, start tayo dito. 6 minus 4. Ako na, di ba? Ako na lang. Madali lang naman yon. 2. Tapos, yung next is 4 minus 2 is 2. Tapos, next is 2 minus 0 is 2. Next, 0 minus negative 2. Ang 0 minus negative 2 ay positive 2 din. Next, negative 2 minus negative 4. 2 din. And finally, negative 4 minus negative 6. Negative 4 minus negative 6. Negative 4 minus negative 6. Okay, positive 2 din. So, anong napansin natin? Malamang may napansin. Sa quadratic function, ano napansin? Sa quadratic function, the what? The second differences are equal. Okay, so lahat ng second difference niya ay equal. So again, yung second difference ay kinukuha, yun yung difference ng two consecutive first difference. Okay? Common positive number naman po. Okay, pwede rin yung negative ha, basta common. Okay, so differentiate natin yung dalawa in terms of quadratic function, ay in terms of the table of values. Kapag linear function, yung first difference common na agad. Okay, yung first difference common na agad. Tapos sa quadratic function, yung second difference, yun naman yung dapat common para masabi natin na yung table of values represents a quadratic function. Okay? So yun yung yun yung titingnan natin kapag ang given naman ay table of values. May tanong? May tanong bago tayo magbigay ng another example? Do you have any question regarding the table of values of a linear function and a quadratic function? Okay, magtanong muna kayo. Wala naman. Okay. Gusto ko, actually may tanong dapat dyan. Sir, paano kapag second difference hindi pa rin equal? Ano yon? Anong tawag doon, sir? Gusto nyo bang itanong yon? Baka lang naman. Gusto nyo ba itanong yon? JP. Si JP ayaw magtanong. JP, gusto mo ba itanong yon? Paano kaya yung pag second difference, hindi rin sila equal? Parang napilitan lang kayo. Dahil ang tinitreat pa lang natin sa ngayon at ang alam nyo pa lang sa ngayon ay linear function at quadratic function, wala pa akong sagot doon. Pero itong sagot, ito muna ang pwede nating isagot. Kapag ang second difference ay hindi pa rin nag-equal, therefore, hindi siya linear at hindi rin siya quadratic. Ganon muna. Kasi may iba pang klase ng may iba pang klase ng quadratic function sa mga susunod na grade level. So for now, kapag nag-equal yung first difference, linear function siya. Kapag unequal ang first difference pero equal ang second difference, quadratic function siya. Kapag hindi nag-equal yung first difference and the second difference, it is neither linear nor quadratic. Okay? So yun lang muna. Doon muna tayo iikot. So it's either linear function siya, quadratic function siya, or neither of the two. So hindi siya linear, hindi rin siya quadratic. Okay? So investigate. Pasok tayo ng ano dito, ng another table. Ito. Sige. Is it linear or quadratic? Kayo muna ha. Linear or quadratic? Lagay sa live chat. Okay, linear or quadratic? Okay, let's wait for your answers. Linear. Sabi ni... Sorry, excuse me. Sabi ni JP, it is linear. Sabi ni Michael, linear. Kung linear siya, what is your common difference? What is the common difference? Okay, so this is linear function. Naglolo ko yung digital tablet. Okay, this is a linear function with the common first difference, negative 3. Okay, so para parehas naman, negative 3. Mache-check na natin yan dito. Negative 4 minus negative 1 is negative 3. Negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3. Positive 2 minus 5 is negative 3. Positive 5 minus 8 is negative 3. Okay, okay na yan. Linear function na siya. Next. Insert muna tayo. Ito. Ayan. Sige, quadratic or linear? Kita ba? Negative 3 and 7, negative 2 and positive 2, negative 1 and negative 1, 0, negative 2, 1, negative 1, 2, 2, and 3, 7. Linear or quadratic? Please confirm if it is a linear or a quadratic function or neither. Baka kasi hindi rin mag-equal yung second difference. Hindi siya linear, hindi rin siya quadratic. Sige. I think nagsosolve pa kayo. Yung iba napagod na. Pwede naman nilang i-replay ito. bago mag-start yung class. Sabi ni Eliza, ayan, ang bilis ni Eliza, quadratic function daw. Hintayin natin yung iba. Sabi ni Hailey, quadratic po. Wala pa yung iba. Ay, meron ng sagot si Eliza at si Hailey. Both are quadratic, sabi nila. So let's wait for the others. Siyempre, alam nyo na next na tanong dyan. Teka lang ha, hintayin natin yung iba. Sabi ni Raven, neither. Okay. Hang muna natin. Double check if you want. You can double check. Sabi ni Michael, it is quadratic. Sabi ni JP, it's quadratic. I think magda-double check na si Raven. Nagda-double check na yan, I think. Sige, i-double check nyo. Baka naman yung mga quadratic, i-double check nyo din. Si Angelica ay quadratic function din ang sagot. May last two pa tayo ha, for investigating. Ano na? Okay, so the answer is quadratic function. Ngayon, if it is a quadratic function, what is the second? Probably, no, nag-equal siya sa second common difference. So, quadratic function. Ayan, naglalag na talaga yung ano. Quadratic function. What is our second? Nakakatawa naman tong sulat ko. Second common difference. Ayaw na. Kaluluwa na. Ayan. +2. Okay, meron pa isa ha. Wait lang. Ay, dalawa pa. Ito naman. +2. As long as you know the common difference, that's we're good. We're good about it. Okay, next. Saan na ba yun? Oh, eto. Ayan, by the way. Ayan, nakita nyo may g of x, may h of x. Ibig sabihin, ganun pa rin, no? Yung paggamit ng function of x, yung f, pwede siyang any letter. Pero the usual ang ginagamit, g, f, g, tsaka x. F, G, and H. Same lang po siya. Walang pinagkaiba. Pero ganun pa rin, sabi ko nga sa inyo, there are times na Y talaga yung ginagamit. The same lang sila. Wag tayong malilito doon. And my big question here, which of these three are quadratic? Which of these three are quadratic? Is it Table A, Table B, pwedeng more than one ang sagot. And Table C. Which of these three are quadratic? Nagpa-practice na tayo ha. Which of these three are quadratic? Lapit na tama tapos. Stay muna kayo, hindi pa tayo nag-a-attendance. Sige, investigate which of these three are quadratic. Okay. Table A, Table B, and Table C. Time na. 4 p.m. na. Pero sige, tuloy nyo lang yan. Last naman na to. Which of these three are quadratic? Table A, Table B, or Table C? Pwedeng more than one ang answer, ha? Again, pwedeng more than one. Hello, J Black. Ano? Hello, Sarangheo. Andiyan pa ba kayo? Nahilo na yata yung iba. Nawala na sila. Oh, ano na sagot? Doon sa mga natitira pa dyan. Feeling ko may nahirapan na naman sa 1/3. Isa nga lang yan eh. 1/3 minus 1. May sagot na neither dyan ha. Letter C lang po yung quadratic. And how about A and B? Sige, Michael, noted. Ang A and B mo, Michael, anong lumabas? Neither or linear? Nagsasolve pa sila, tatlo kasi yan eh. Pero si Michael kaya, ano ang A and B mo? Neither or linear? Letter C po ang quadratic function, tapos ang B po ay linear, tapos neither po ang A. Sabi ni JP. Sabi ni Michael, linear po sa B. Neither ang A. Parehas kayo ni Michael. JP and Michael both have the same answer. Let's wait for the others. Ayan. C lang po, sir, ang quadratic. So, A, neither B, linear. Sabi ni Angelica. Sabi ni Eliza, letter C rin po sa akin, sir, ang quadratic din. Neither po, letter A. Linear po, letter B. Quadratic po, letter C. Si Raven naman, letter C, quadratic. B, linear. And A, neither. Meron pa ba? May hinihintay pa ba tayo? No. Meron pa bang hindi nakakapagbigay na kanilang answer? Okay, that's correct. So, lagay lang natin, no? So, yung letter A, neither, kitang-kita na agad, ano? Dun pa lang sa 1/3 kasi 2/3 yan. So, neither. Mali pa spell ko, no? Kinonfirm ko talaga sa inyo. Okay, neither. Tapos yung letter B, linear. Ano yung common difference? Ano yung common difference niya? CF. Lagyan natin 1 CF. What is your common difference? The first common difference is negative 3. Tapos yung C is quadratic. Of course, we are looking for the second common difference. 2CF. What is the second common difference? The second common difference is for table C. Ayan. Positive 2. Sabi ni JP. Ayan, sabi ni Hailey, positive 2 din. Raven, positive 2. Ayan. Sige. Oh, questions regarding the difference between linear and quadratic function. And well, of course, about the basic concept of quadratic function. This is ang tawag dito, the introduction to quadratic function. Any question about it? Oy, Kiel, hello, you still there? Any question regarding the introduction to quadratic function? Sabi ni JP na. Ayan. Okay, so bibigay ko na sa inyo attendance. Balik lang dito. Tapos magsabi lang kung done na with the attendance. Ilalapag ko na dyan. At may nag-no ha, doon sa poll natin na are you done answering quarter to quiz 1? Okay, yung binaba kong link, yan na po yung attendance. Pwede na po tayo mag-attendance. Tapos balik po dito, lagay nyo lang po done sa ating live chat. Okay, mag-attendance na po kayo. Lagay nyo lang done sa ating live chat pagtapos na, balik muna dito before we finish our live session for this afternoon. Again, thank you for listening. And this coming week, we will be having our quiz 2 and quiz 3. So of course, alam nyo na, yung quiz 2 will be about the solutions or solving quadratic inequalities. And for our quiz number 3, all about quadratic function. Asynchronous tayo for the coming week. Mag-type ng done yung tapos ng mag-attendance. So I'll be waiting for you before we end our live session. Ayan. Thank you, Kiel. See you again on our next session. Of course, see you on our class for this coming week. Thank you, Kiel. I think you are from 9 Agoncillo, right? 9 Agoncillo. Okay, thank you so much, Kiel. Merienda na po tayo. Merienda na kayo. Thank you so much, Kiel. Sir, pwede din po ba yan sa stopping distance? What do you mean, Michael? Saan yon? Welcome, Kel. What do you mean of it? Andiyan ba si Michael? Michael, ano yung sa tanong mo? Sir, pwede din. Dan na, pasalamat po. Thank you also, Eliza. See you next time for our math live session. What do you mean of stopping distance, Michael? Ay, sa vehicle. Vehicle. Yung sa vehicle po. Is that from other subject? Ano ba yan? I didn't get the question. Thank you so much, JP and Raven and Angelica. Thank you kung tapos na mag-attendance. Michael, pa-PM ako kung about saan yan. Sa vehicle. Sa quadratic function kasi, some of the application and the function nga na ititreat natin ay may kinalaman sa mga movement na parabola. Any movement na may kinalaman sa parabola. If what you are saying has a movement na kapareha sa parabola, it's either opens upward or downward. Lahat ng situation na may kinalaman sa parabola, yun yung i-deal natin with the whole discussion sa quadratic function. It's either yung pag, di ba, iba-iba din yung klase ng throwing. Pwedeng yung pinapatama muna sa lupa, tapos magbabounce back siya. Pwede kasing mag-create din yun ng parabola that opens upward. Tapos yung example ko nga kanina, yung sa throwing a ball, papunta sa ring sa basketball, nagka-create naman siya ng parabola that opens upward. So yung mga situations and applications na may kinalaman doon, na nag-create ng parabola, yun yung i-discuss natin through the whole discussion of quadratic function. Michael, what do you think? Andiyan pa ba? Andiyan pa kaya si Michael? Medyo late yung mga responses natin eh. Meron ba siyang kinalaman sa movement na parabola-like? Oh, ayun. Pwede. Then my answer is pwede. Malay mo, ma-encounter natin sa mga applications natin sa quadratic function. Ipasok mo lang yan yung question na yan kapag nagdi-discuss tayo. Ipasok mo yan. Okay. Dun ba sa learning material natin, yung color green? Oo. Basta anything na related sa movement of parabola, okay? So, by that, thank you so much for listening for our math live session for this afternoon. Pwede na po tayo mag-merienda. We will end this live session for now. And of course, ito rin naman yung iiwan nating video para sa mga hindi naka-attend. They can replay this video for our asynchronous session this coming week. Ayan, thank you so much. Lahat naman ay may representative. Thank you so much. Online sections, Aquino, Agoncillo, and Abad Santa. See you again next meeting. And see you this coming week for our online class. And thank you so much. At sa lahat po na nandyan, thank you so much. And again, this is Sir Phil. At palagi nating piliing matuto. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Bye.
Mathematics is the science of structure, order, and relation that has evolved from elemental practices of counting, measuring, and describing the shape of objects. It deals with logical reasoning and quantitative calculation, and its development has involved an increasing degree of idealization and abstraction of its subject matter. I am Sir Phil na nagsasabing, palaging piliin mong matuto.